Good morning, student, and assalamu alaikum, everybody. I hope you all are fine and doing well at home, my dear student. Now, today we are going to discuss some example questions. For example, if question is given to you, now read the question properly with me. Okay, now what you can see in this question, the question is given in set builder notation. Okay, whenever the question is given in set builder notation, you have to convert the question in tabular form like this. Okay, because you cannot solve the question in this way. You need the elements, and the elements comes in tabular form. Understood? Now, question is, if u is equal to x such that x is a natural number. Natural number, and limitations are given that x is less than and equal to 7. Okay, lower limit is not given. Here you can see that lower limit is not given. Only the upper limit is given, that the elements are going to stop at 7. That means 7 is also included. Why 7 is included? Because here is a sign of equality is there. Natural number means natural number starts with 1. Okay, and where we have to stop? At 7. So we get the u, we get u is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? Now A contains y such that y is an odd integer. Odd integer, and limitations are given. Lower limit is there and upper limit is there. Upper limit is y is less than 6 and y is greater than 0. Okay, y is less than 6 and y is greater than 0. Okay, understood? Less than 6 means 6 is not included. Greater than 0 means 0 is not included. That means A contains only 1, 3, 5 because odd integer, set of odd integer is there. Next set is set B. Z such that Z is an even integer. Now limits are given. Even integer limits are given, that Z is less than and equal to 6 and Z is greater than 0. Okay, greater than 0. That means 0 is not included but 6 is included. Okay, here you can see that 0 is not included. We get 2, 4 and 6. All right. Now set C contains P such that P is a prime number and prime number. Okay, and limitations are P is less than 7 and P is greater than 0. Okay, how can you read it like this? P is less than 7 means 7 is not included. Greater than 0 means 0 is not included. The prime numbers between 0 and 7. Okay, the prime number between 0 and 7 are 2, 3 and 5. Okay, 2, 3 and 5. Like this. This is the main step I am telling you. This is a main step. You have to remember that first of all, you have to convert the set builder into tabular form. Without converting, we cannot solve it. So step number 1 and the most important step is this. Why it is most important? For example, if you read like this, that is in the question, x is less than 7 and you forget to write 7 over here. Okay, the whole question will be wrong. Okay, अगर आपने यहाँ पे कोई एक एलिमेंट भी नहीं लिखा, so whole question will be wrong. That means you have to convert very properly. Okay, With full concentration, you have to convert set from set builder notation into tabular form. So this is your step number 1. Now let's solve question number 1. What is the question 1? That list the element in each of the following set and also draw the Venn diagram. Question number 1 is U minus C whole complement. First, let's solve this question. Okay, now U minus C whole complement, what is the meaning of this? Here you can see that the complement is written outside the bracket. What is the meaning of this complement? Complement means U minus. Okay, complement means U minus. So this complement is going to be right like this, U minus. And just copy this bracket over here. Complement U minus and copy down this bracket U minus C. Okay, is it clear? Now, you get U minus bracket U minus C. Now, in this question, first of all, you have to solve U minus C because it is written in the small bracket. Okay? And then you have to subtract the answer of U minus C from U to get this. Okay? Now, step number 1, solve U minus C. So, U minus C we get, here you can see that U minus C, copy down the elements of set U minus copy down the element of set C. Okay, now cut the common element. Common elements are 2, 3 and 5. Common elements, cut down the common elements and write down the remaining elements of set 1 only. That is 1, 4, 6 and 7. We get U minus C is equals to 1, 4, 6, 7. So, put this answer on U minus C. Okay, you get the answer U minus C, 1, 4, 6, 7. So, copy down this these elements over here. Okay, and then subtract it from Q. Like this. Okay, copy down set U, then U minus C. U minus C gives you the answer 1, 4, 6 and 7. Now, cut down the common element. Common elements are 1, 4, 6 and 7. Now, write down the remaining elements of set 1, 2, 3 and 5. Here you can see that 2, 3, 5. It is a set C. It is a set C. You can see here that 2, 3, 5 are the elements of set C. That means U minus C whole complement give you the answer C. In the same way, if you have the question that U minus A whole complement, it will give you the answer A. Okay? Okay? Now, U minus C whole complement give you the answer C. That is 2, 3, 5. Now, let's talk about the Venn diagram. How can we draw the Venn diagram? For the Venn diagram, you can see in the question that U is there, C is there. And what is the meaning of this dash? Again, U. Okay. So, U and C, that means one rectangle and one circle. You can draw a rectangle and you can draw a circle. One circle, why? Because only one set C is there. If A is also there, for example, you have to draw two circles. Now, this circle is for set C. So, just copy down these elements inside the circle like this. Okay. And the remaining elements of universal set must be written outside the circle like this. Universal set is there. You have to write universal set at the top and then universal set contain 1 till 7. That means 1, 2 is already here inside the circle. So there is no need to write 2 over here. Okay. Now 3 is inside the circle. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You have to just copy down the remaining elements of universal set outside the circle. Is it clear? In this way, you can draw the Venn diagram. Okay, now let's discuss how can we shade the Venn diagram. Step number 1 for Venn diagram is Just draw the Venn diagram. Step number 2 is shading. Shading depends upon the answer. Answer is 2, 3, 5. So just shade C. That's it. Okay, why? Because the answer is 2, 3, 5. So you have to shade only the circle. Now let's discuss question number 2, that is A minus B whole complement. Okay, how can we solve this question? Now here you can see that A minus B whole complement, again, the complement is written outside the bracket. Okay, the complement is written outside the bracket. So how can we write this complement? Complement means U minus. So we will write U minus bracket A minus B. Now in this question, step number 1, first solve A minus B. So A minus B, first copy down elements of set A, then elements of set B. Here in this question, you can see that both the sets are disjoint. Why? Why these sets are disjoint? Because no element is common. Okay. Step number 2, write down the remaining elements of set 1. If nothing is going to be cut, so the answer is 1, 3, 5. We get the answer of A minus B, 1, 3 and 5. Okay. After getting the answer of A minus B, put this value over here. And when we subtract it from universal set, we get the required answer. Okay. Clear? Now, A minus B is 1, 3, 5. So, A minus B, write down A minus B over here. Now, universal set means 1 till 7. Okay. So, universal set, then minus, then A minus B give you the answer 1, 3 and 5. Now, so simple. Just cut down the common elements 1, 3, 5. Common elements in both the sets are 1, 3 and 5. And write the remaining elements of set 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7. Okay, so we get the answer 2, 4, 6 and 7. Okay, so what are the 2 steps? First, you have to solve A minus B. Step number 1 is first solve A minus B and then subtract it from U. Why we are first solving A minus B? Because it is written inside the small bracket. Okay, now let's discuss how can we draw the Venn diagram. Now look at the question carefully, forget this whole solution. Okay, just look at the question. In this question, you can see that complement is there. That means you have to draw a rectangle. That's it. Now, here you can see that 2 sets are given, A and B. Okay, 2 sets are given, A and B. That means how many circles you have to draw inside the rectangle? How many circles you have to draw? 2 circles. Okay, now 2 circles can be drawn like this. Okay, it can be drawn like this or it can be drawn like this. It depends upon the elements. And here you can see that in both the sets, elements are disjoints. That means it's a disjoint set. So we have to draw the circles like this, disjoint sets. Okay, now this circle is for set A. So write down A and write all the elements of set A inside the circle. Then this circle is for set B. Write down B over here and write down the elements of set B like this. Okay. Now this rectangle represents the universal set. So write down U at the top. Now how can you fill the elements? Here you can see that universal set contains 1 till 7. Already 1 is there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and only one element left is that is 7. So write down 7 outside the circles. Is it clear? And in the left corner, write down A minus B whole complement. That's it. What you have done? You have to check the question. You have to check the question and then you have to draw the Venn diagram. Last step is shading. Shading depends upon the answer. in the answer, you can see that 2, 4, 6 and 7. 2, 4, 6. That means what you have to do, you have to shade circle B. And 7 is also there. Where is 7? Outside the circles. So you have to shade this whole rectangle. Okay? Except A, you have to shade the whole diagram. For example, if your answer is 1, 3, 5 and 7, then except B, you have to shade the whole diagram. Okay? Is it clear? Now let's discuss the next questions. Now in this question, you can see that B intersection B dash and B union B dash. Now, what is the difference between these? Okay, now in these two questions, you can see that intersection and union is there. That means B intersection B complement and B union B complement. Now, B intersection B complement. Here, first of all, you have to solve B intersection. First of all, you have to solve B complement. Why? Because there isn't any sign, there isn't any bracket given to you. Okay? B intersection B complement. That means B intersection, what is the meaning of B complement? Brackets U minus B. Okay? What is the meaning of B intersection? B intersection means U minus B. Okay? In this question, first you have to solve U minus B. Why? Because the brackets are not there. The small brackets are not there in this question. Copy down set U minus copy down set B element. After cutting the common elements, you get the answer 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, why? Because 2, 4, 6 are the common elements and we get the answer 1, 3, 5, 7. So U minus B give you the answer 1, 3, 5, 7. Step number 1 is find B dash. Okay, step number 1 is find B dash. Step number 2. Step number 2 is find B intersection B complement. Okay, step number 2 is B intersection B complement. Copy down the set B here, then intersection, then B dash. B dash means 1, 3, 5 and 7. Okay, now whenever we are finding the intersection, that means we are finding the common. Is there any common element? Just look the question properly. Is there any common element? No. There isn't any common element, so we get the answer null set. Okay. Now, before discussing the Venn diagram, let's check the next question. The second question, the last question tell you that B union B dash. So, first we have to solve B dash, that is U minus B. Okay. B dash. Then we have to find B union B dash. Okay. B dash means U minus B. Okay. And B union B dash means B union B. Okay. In the small bracket, you have to write B union B. Is it clear? Now B union B dash give you B union, and this B dash means U minus B. First of all, we have to solve U minus B. U minus B give you the answer again like this 1, 3, 5, 7 in the similar way. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to put this value over here and then you have to find the union with the B, and B gives you, B is the set containing 2, 4, 6. Okay. So here we get 2, 4, 6 union B dash give you 1, 3, 5 and 7. Okay, union means combining. When we combine these two sets, we get the answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we get the answer this. Now let's talk about the Venn diagrams. In both the question, you can see that B is given and dash is given. B is given and dash. Dash means universal. Dash means universal set. So you have to draw in both the cases rectangle and one circle. That's it. Okay? Because only B is there. For example, if in the question A is also given, so we have to draw two circles. But in the question only B is there. B dash itself is not a set. Okay? B dash means U minus B. So B intersection B dash or B union B dash, the diagram we have to draw like this. Okay? One circle and one rectangle. First, fill out the circle. Circle contains 2, 4, 6. So write down 2, 4, 6 inside it and write down the remaining elements of universal set outside the circle like this. Okay? Write down capital U because its rectangle represents universal set. Write B over here and in the left corner write B intersection B complement. In the same way, here write down B union B dash. Here you can see that the diagram for both the questions are same. Look at the question carefully. Both the diagrams are same. Am I right? Yes. The difference is only of the shading. The difference is only of shading. Here you can see that in this question, the answer is null set. So there is no need to shade the diagram. Okay, because the answer is null set. In this question, the answer is a complete set. 1 till 7. That means the universal set. And this is whole circle, this whole rectangle represents the universal set. So you have to shade B as well as universal set. You have to shade the whole Venn diagram. Is it clear? You have to shade the whole Venn diagram. This is the difference between B intersection B complement or B union B complement. Now example number 2, you can see that we have to prove that A dash minus B dash is equals to B minus A. Question is same. The sets are given same as in example number 1. Here we have to prove that A dash minus B dash is equals to B minus A. Step number 1, convert it in tabular form. First, we have to convert it in tabular form like this. We have already converted it in example number 1. Now, in prove that questions, we have to prove that our left hand side and right hand sides are equal. Okay. For example, in this question, this is your left hand side. First, you have to solve the left hand side and then you have to solve the right hand side. And if both the answers, both give you the same answers, that means it is proved that your left hand side and right hand sides are equal. We have to prove in this question that both the hand sides give you the same answer. Both the sides will give you the same answer. Okay, so let's consider first left hand side. In this question, you can see that left hand side is A dash minus B dash. Now, A dash minus B dash. Okay, A dash meaning U minus A. B dash means U minus B. Okay, so first of all, in this question, solve U minus A. Copy down the elements of set U, then minus, then set A. You get the answer 2, 4, 6, 7. Then copy down. Here you can see that you get the answer A dash. Second step is B dash. B dash means U minus B. U minus B. Just cut down the common elements and you get the answer 1, 3, 5 and 7. Okay? 1, 3, 5 and 7. Now, 1, 3, 5 and 7. Here you get A dash and you get B dash. Okay? Now you can easily find A dash minus B dash. How can it is possible? You get the answer A dash. A dash, copy down set A dash, copy down the elements of set B dash and just subtract it. Now, cut down the common elements, that is only 7, and write the elements of remaining elements of set 1, that is 2, 4, 6. So this is our left hand side. What we have done? First we have to find A dash, then B dash, then A dash minus B dash. Now let's take the right hand side. Right hand side's B minus A. Here you can see that the right hand side. Copy down the set B, then set A. B minus A. Here just cut down the common. Nothing is common, so you get the answer 2, 4, 6. And here from the answer you can see that 2, 4, 6. And here from the left hand side you can see that 2, 4, 6 is an answer. That means your right hand side give you the answer that is equal to left hand side. Okay? That means right hand side is equal to left hand side, and hence it is proved that your left hand sides and right hand side both are equal. Okay? For example, if here you are getting the answer 2, 4, then your left hand side is not going to be equal to right hand side. You have to check your questions. You have to check your solutions again. Is it clear? Now here you can see example number 3. I have taken tabular form for you and alphabets are given. Okay. You have to prove x dash minus y dash is equals to y minus x. Now taking left hand side, here you have to solve first x dash, then you have to solve y dash, and then x dash minus y dash. First you have to solve x dash. That means u minus x. U minus x. Just cut down the common element and remaining elements are d, e. Okay, then y dash, cut down the common element, that is c, d, e. Write down the remaining element that are a, b. Then x dash minus y dash. So write down x dash minus y dash. Cut down the common, nothing is common, we get the answer d, e. This is our left hand side. Now what about the right hand side? Right hand side is y minus x. So y minus x. Copy down y minus x. Cut down the common element. Common elements are only one common element, that is c. And write down the remaining element that are d and a. And here de. And here you can see that de is equal to left hand side. Am I right? Hence prove that left hand side and right hand sides are equal. Why? Because they give the same answers. Thank you so much for being there with me and attending the lecture properly and attentively. Take care of yourself, everybody. Allah Hafiz.